Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, January 19th, 2017. Nope, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I am here on purpose. And we have to remember that every moment, this moment, whatever is going on for you right now, this is on purpose. Whether it is your higher self or the part of your karmic reasoning, lessoning that has brought you to this moment, your soul, or some, like I said, lessons, it is important and it is on purpose. And we are finishing up Sun in Capricorn today. We actually have the Sun shifting from Capricorn into Aquarius around 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not going to really get into Aquarius yet because I really do want us to focus strongly on the finishing of this Capricorn energy, our A game, being on purpose. And when I say finishing, we know that's not really true because we have Saturn going on for the next 3 years in Capricorn, and these lessons are important. But right now with the Sun, it just gives us that extra oomph. And today with the Sun at 29 degrees, it is the moment, it is the time to realize this. Now me personally, I have had a wild Capricorn ride. I could sum it up as it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was crazy times, for sure. But even in the worst of times, there was, I don't know, a sense of like something deeper going on through all of this, something very purposeful. And I think we need to remember that, especially when we're going through those tough times. Wait, what is the purpose here and how is this taking me into my purpose? So just remember that as we finish up this Sun in Capricorn transit. Now, today, through the day, the story is mostly on the moon. We have the moon finishing up in Aquarius, moon waxing in Aquarius, and like I said yesterday, that moon in Aquarius is connecting to Uranus. So you may start the day like ideas and like inspiration and mental synapses firing. That's how the energy begins today. We move from that stimulating energy into a square with Mars, and that's, I keep these Mars squares, it's just, we keep feeling this. It's like, there's the path, here's where I want to go, and here's the obstacle. And so once again, we have the obstacle. What I'm feeling is this obstacle that you're coming up against. So often we look at the obstacle outside of ourselves. This is an inner obstacle, and this is a vibratory obstacle. You see the passion, you notice the passion, you're like, that is the path to my passion, and you are not vibrating with this thing that you are passionate about. So let your work be your alignment with the vibration of this thing that you want to align with, this thing that you want to pursue. Find that vibration and see, does it match in you? Because you may find as you try to match that vibration in you, you find something else that's actually a little bit better for you. We then have the moon shifting from Aquarius into Pisces, bringing in the flow, and we have to remember how important the flow is when it comes to being on purpose. So often we are creating so many detours and so many other crazy things because we get so caught up in aligning with what society wants, which is busy, 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 do, 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 and forget the being part of flow. So moon in Pisces reminds us, be in the flow. Now as the moon shifts from Aquarius to Pisces, we may have a power down moment. That's okay. That often happens with lunar transits. And like I said, the moon in Pisces is generally a kind of quieter moon. So take it easy. Between the moon shifting into Pisces and then the sun shifting into Aquarius a little later in the day, today may be one of those more like wonky, like, where am I? Who am I? Where is my mind kind of days. So just realize that. We have Mercury in Capricorn connecting to Neptune. This is reminding us once again that the practical can always meet with and match the mystical. All we have to do is open our mind to that. Let the mystical come in on purpose. That will expand your world, expand your horizons. The moon in Pisces will also connect to Saturn. Again, it's that same lesson of merging the mystical with the practical. It is important. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Truly. And that's so important to remember when we get so caught up in the juggernauts of life. Okay, wait, what's the purpose in this? And keep coming back to that, because otherwise life can feel hopeless and you can feel helpless at times. But when you remember that, you also remember you have like a spiritual army behind you, supporting you, carrying you through. Now, the other thing that I want to mention that's really interesting is we also have Pallas shifting. Pallas has shifted from Aries into Taurus, and this is just really interesting because Pallas does represent patriarchal energy. With Taurus, there is worthiness. And so right now, with this energy moving through Taurus, it's going to be very important for you to remember your worth when it comes to you aligning with your path. If you know your worth, it's going to be a lot easier for you to align with your path and do what you need to do, bring forth your talents, than if you don't know your worth, where you keep trying to prove yourself to the world. So that's going to be important as we align with our purpose. Like I said, the sun will be shifting into Aquarius. I will be doing a video about that tomorrow, but just realize things are going to get a whole lot more vibratory in the next couple days. I got beautiful cards for these transits, and I think this is the one that I really do want to focus on. Trust. Such an important part of being in your purpose on purpose. Trust. Listening to your inner voice. You have the answers. That's actually echoed in my A-Game Akashic Record card. You do have the answers. This is ultimately a friendly universe. I know it doesn't feel that way often. That's because we're not integrated in and through ourselves. We're not in balance. We're not honoring ourselves. And let me be fair and say, even when we do honor ourselves, there are still tests and lessons. It's not necessarily easy. But when you find that balance, it's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Things are going to work out for me. I'm doing the right thing. Here comes the treasure. And with that, let's look at this card. This card is very interesting, and I'm going to read the whole thing because of what it says. It is the Two of Keys, and you see a man here kind of dismayed because his treasure has been opened up. It says, a man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that has obviously been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that has not been touched. This card represents loss or disappointment in your life. Remember, this phase is temporary. It may take some time and effort to rally the forces to recover. But, here's the big but. I like big buts. But there is a great treasure within you that is always available. That little chest represents the part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable, and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Oh, that's so good. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. The Akashic Force is close your eyes and feel the treasure within you. There is a golden light there that flows through your whole body and into the air around you. This is yours, boundless and abundant light, and acts as a beacon to the world. You are here on purpose. Be on purpose in this moment. Again, even if you don't know your purpose, know that you're on your way to actualizing it. And right now, you're in the lessons that are going to get you into that place where you're like, oh, this is what I came to do. You will hit that point, especially if you're here aligning with this, you're going to hit that point. Anyways, that's it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive in deeper. I'm going to have my reading sale going up. I have not done that yet, but I'm going to have that going up because holy cow, eclipse energy coming in. The better it gets, the better it gets. There is enough love in the world for you. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.